to get the character in the future. So race should be starting right now. Everyone is starting. Let's go. And we see a Robo Ayla start.
Definitely think our timer's a little bit off. Bear with us tonight. All right, so we have a couple people that we've seen before. We have Chocosura, Booze Wizard, Procky, and Beanie Weenie racing tonight. I think this is going to be good.
Yeah, so Jets of Time is an open world randomizer for Chrono Trigger. We start at the very beginning, we see 2 starting characters, and we can unlock extra characters as we go on with the race. Usually, when we start the race, we want to change, do some menuing, change battle speeds to a faster battle speeds, and grabbing some items, some consumables, items from shops, which are also randomized, so we have to look for several shops. We have 600 and 1,000 eras unlocked. Several shops available, and a few dungeons that we can get some key items from.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of people have been changing some of their routing here lately at the beginning of the run. And I think that's because of some new findings here recently, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, as we can see, Proc already getting a black mail 1 minute into the seed. He has a black mail, an alloy blade, and a silver stud. That desert looting is really paying off for him.
Absolutely. And so it'll be interesting to see how long into the run everyone else takes to get in. Or to find those items hidden deep in that desert.
Yeah, we see, for example, Booz going to grab a few tabs. It is a power tab. You can have a power tab in Guardia Forest. There are tabs in the West Cape. Behind Thomas' grave, you can get a speed tab. You can get a speed tab from the residents in the Medina village. There is a magic tab also in the second floor of that residence. So there are a few places that you can go and grab some tabs.
Absolutely. I think we need to get our items updated here.
Yeah, we see Beanie getting a key item already. It is the Hero Medal. So the Hero Medal is a key item that unlocks the chest in Frogsborough in 600. And it actually enables us to get another key item. So usually we can either be happy or sad when we see the Hero Medal, because we need to check an extra chest in order to see if we get progression or not.
Yeah, absolutely. We see everyone grabbing the tabs out of the Elder's house as well. Such a useful spot to stop at. You can see Beanie there now, just because it gets you 2 tabs pretty early on in the run. Choco, we see heading into Market Fight, which is one of our primary ways to get experience and tech points at the very start of the run. And this is an awful good team for Market Fight, I gotta say.
Yeah, this team is really good because you don't actually have to worry about damage output. If you have like a team with Chrono and Marl, with Chrono with a wood sword and Marl with her base weapon, usually you can't actually kill the Omnicron fast enough, so he will actually use an attack called Mortal Blow, which will do more damage than you can than your maximum HP. So one character will die and you have to spare a revive.
Sure, absolutely. I completely agree. That's definitely, yeah. Sorry, I'm adjusting some audio levels too, trying to get everything in that sweet spot. I think things should be a little bit better now, and
Yeah, we saw already that we have the ruby knife at the snail shop. So that's really interesting because the ruby knife is a key item, really important key item for one of our goal modes, which is to reach Lavos. As the end game goes, we will explain more about the goal mode. So what is the key item that we have from the hero medal?
Oh, it's going to be really interesting to find out.
Yeah, I couldn't actually see from Boo's stream, so we'll have to wait for another runner to go check the hero medal spot.
Yeah,
sorry about
Boo's
that.
Wizard is having a little bit of a streaming issue. Oh, was it tools?
Thanks, Angrio. Yeah, Angrio said it's the tools. So the tools is a key item that actually unlocks the northern ruins that you can talk to you can give the tools to the carpenter in 600 and unlock that dungeon. But we don't have another key item when we finish the northern ruins, so I don't think we'll be seeing any other runners doing that dungeon.
Yeah, no, I don't think we typically don't see anybody even go to the northern ruins, let alone clear it out completely. So I think you're absolutely correct. So we're gonna have a slow but steady cathedral fight here on Beanie and Procky's screen. Neither of them has like a great AoE, but they're gonna be able to take these guys down fairly quickly compared to some teams.
Yeah, when we have Ayla and Robo start, usually the option that we have to get a quick Naga fight is when we have Laser Spin on Robo. But I don't think we have Laser Spin on Robo.
No, I don't think we do. And even if you get Shock, it'll get you through one fight, then you'll be out of mana.
Yeah, if you have Shock, yeah, Shock is also an option, but you actually need 2 extra levels, so you have to take 2 extra fights before entering the cathedral to use Shock because of the MP consumption. And we see Luca at the cathedral. Wow, that's a surprise. Luca has a very good, powerful spells and powerful magic attacks. Very strong AoE fire attacks. She also has Protect, which can reduce physical damage due to characters. She also has Hypno Wave, so getting Luca very early on, especially if she has spells like Flare or Fire 2, will make the seed go much faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Luca, like you said, she's part of some really powerful dual techs, especially with Ayla, who we have in the party.
For sure. Having Ayla and with triple kick and Luca with Fire 2, you have access to a dual tech called Blaze Kick, which is one of the most powerful dual techs in the game. And it's a boss killer.
Oh yeah, it really is. And if you have to wait a long time for that, Luca and Robo have a couple decent dual techs as well that they could use in the meantime.
Yeah, for sure. We can have access to Fire Tackle. We can have access to Double V-Bomb, which is a powerful dual attack which includes Area Bomb and Mega Bomb. Oh, and we see that Robo has Yuzi Punch now. That's awesome. This is one of his most powerful. I mean, it's the most powerful physical attack.
Be bad news for Yakra, I think.
For sure. And as we can see, we have today the easy mode, easy difficulty, and locked characters flag, which means that, as we can see already, the drops are much better than usual. We saw white vests, full tonics, mid eaters in Cathedral. I saw Hurricane, another full tonic. So the drops are much improved from normal difficulty. And the locked character flag means that we need extra items we need the Dreamstone to unlock the character in 665 million BC, and we need to clear the factory to unlock the character in the future.
Yeah, I don't know that character locking's going to change much with such a good starting team. I don't know that people are going to be going out of their way too far, unless maybe they need to get through factory to get magic anyway. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think we have to see. This is going to be very interesting to see and to watch how the runners use that to their advantage, because maybe I don't know. We have to see whoever is locked behind Yakra. After killing Cathedral, we unlock a new character, so we have to see about that during the run. Yeah, so Cathedral is a very quick dungeon to clear. Usually, you can go with normal attacks, or if you have a good AoE spell, you can clear the screen really quick. There are only two actual fights that take longer than the others, which is this one that Sprook is just finished right now.
Oh yeah, it's interesting because everyone's pretty close to each other here. We see...
Yeah, so far we can see.
I was going to say, we see Booze Wizard doing the right side of Cathedral for those extra chests. And that can be easy mode can definitely change your routing just for a couple chests, because any one of those chests could be, you know, a wonder shot or something else that's going to be incredibly useful. Gold stud, gold earring could be sitting in every chest, so except for the one on the left there in Beanie's room. Nobody wants what's in that chest.
Yeah, exactly. So we see everyone starting the Yakra fight now.
Yeah. Got 3 of them
That's
in fight right
cool.
now, and Booze Wizard will be right behind.
We'll be right behind. Very close race for everyone. So Yakra, he has about 900 hit points, so it's a fairly quick fight, especially if you have Robo with Yuzi Punch. And with easy mode, you have access to better weapons, better starting weapons for all characters. So he should be down pretty quick.
You see the first one down on Choco's screen here. And since this was a Cathedral % race... No, I'm just kidding. That'd be a short run.
Yeah, that would be a short run, for sure.
Oh, there goes the second one. Procky taking down Yakra just as easily. I think we're going to see Beanie right behind.
Yeah, so after killing and defeating Yakra, we will unlock a new character, but you have to go to the vanilla location for Mal in Vanilla Chrono Trigger. Maybe it is Mal we will be seeing today.
Could be. It could be anybody. Just about. There's 4 different options.
Yeah, it could be Megas,
find out.
Chrono, R. And it's Frog!
Nobody wants that.
Everyone's best friend.
It could be. With Frog Squash and Water 2 on the way, I don't know. There are definitely some uses for that.
Yeah. The ruby knife was available to buy at the snail stop.
That's a really cool snail stop item. That could really help Choco out if we end up needing that go mode.
Yeah, for sure. So far,
I was going to say Frog could be useful depending, like if you wanted to go through Hecarim Cave, if you wanted to go through Desert. Now those are easier, viable options for you to go through at this phase. Especially with such high
yeah,
physical attack, we could see a desert call from somebody.
Yeah, and we just saw from Proki's screen, he was checking everyone's techniques, and we just saw that Frog is learning Water 2. So, with Water 2, it's a very useful spell to use for example, a decision to go to the desert very early on to get some levels to even clear the desert, as they have Robo right now. So that
Yeah.
could be an option for them.
Oh, it's Bent Hilt on the bridge. Will he take that? It looks like he's going to take it. Brocky's going to take the Bent Hilt.
I don't know if Choco is going to take it, is he?
See, I wouldn't blame anybody
Yes,
for
he
resetting
decided
on that. But since you have
No,
that
yeah,
and Ruby Knife, you know, now you're one item
Yeah.
away from a go mode.
exactly.
We see a reseed on
So
Beanie. Beanie ain't playing that game.
wow. Yeah, so
Beanie
with
is
the
gonna
bent
go-
hit,
Oh, go ahead.
with the bent hilt and Frog and Ruby Knife, that's exactly one item away from go mode. Because if you had the bent sword, they could forge the Masamune, go through Mega's castle, unlock Mega's castle, go through Mega's castle, reach the Dark Ages, and use the Ruby Knife to enter the portal and unlock Ocean Palace to reach Lavos.
This is really interesting because now we have a divergence here where we've got Beanie deciding to not take that piece of the Masamune and to go explore elsewhere, and we will have to see if that's going to pay off for him. Where do you
Yeah, I'm
think
really
he could
curious to
decide
see
go?
that.
I could see him going desert, and I could see him going Dinodoro. Those are the two places I'd be looking at. Or I would swap Frog in and do Hecarim. But anything could happen here.
Yeah, it really is an interesting choice now for Beanie because he's decided to go and do desert instead.
Yeah, well, he's gonna find some loot, like the loot Procky found earlier.
Yeah, also considering this is an easy setting, the drops from enemies are much better, so clearing the bridge and beating Zombor is actually a good choice because you have access to some great items. Let's see what will Zombor drop this time.
Now, one problem that could happen is because Beanie didn't do Xenon, he could end up hurting for XP a little bit compared to everyone else. And so we'll have to see how that'll affect the next couple dungeons he does, because he is going to be pretty early coming here. And he did not swap Frog in for water.
Yeah, so that's what I was kind of worried about because, yeah, doing a desert very early on is a nice decision, but only if you have a very fast way to deal with those enemies, which is using Water 2 or Ice 2, which apparently Frog has, but he hasn't unlocked it yet. So it's going to take more time, and maybe we'll be seeing some characters dying from those battles. Let's see if this is going to pay out for Beanie.
Yeah, absolutely. Because depending what he finds here, I mean, if he finds a pendant that nobody else is looking for or something like that, that could make a huge difference in the turn of this race.
Yeah, interesting enough, we saw that Shokosura actually killed Yakura first, but now Proki did Zombor faster. I wonder where the time difference came from.
Yeah, that's really interesting, because he killed that very quickly. Okay.
And we see Booz heading into the Denadoro Mountains, which is another check that you can do after you kill Masamune. you'll get access to another key item.
Looks like Beanie is thinking he needs some more gear or to go somewhere else. Looks like maybe he had some trouble with that encounter and decided, yeah, you know, maybe it's not worth staying here.
Yeah, the desert can be really rough if you don't have a powerful AoE water-based attack. So
It also could be that he was
Yeah.
just trying to get a good AoE for Hecarim. Or maybe he's just grabbing some extra
yeah,
tech
that could
points.
also be an idea. Yeah, one decision could be like getting one encounter in Hecarim Cave, like unlocking Water 2, and then going to the desert. Maybe could be also an idea. But I don't know. I don't think he's going to put Frog in the party. So see about that.
I
Yeah, so
think
far, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think in this case that would be something I would definitely be considering just to get through Hecarim very quickly. And we do see Beanie swapping Frog in. Hoping to get that Water 2.
Yeah, and now we see Proke deciding what should be his next play. He's going to the desert. He is, yeah, he's saving the...
And he's bringing Frog with him.
He is. I don't think his Frog knows Water 2 yet.
No, and he did clear out the one essential encounter, so it looks like he's going to intentionally or otherwise grab another encounter here to get himself some Water 2.
Yeah, maybe this will take some time because he'll need to... I don't think Luca has any kind of major AoE, like Flare or Fire Chill, so this might take some time.
She's learning Napalm, but she has not learned it yet.
I see.
And we got the Dinodoro call on Booze Wizard's screen.
Yeah, it's very interesting right now that we see Hecarim Cave, Dinodoro Mountains, we see the desert, and we'll be seeing a dungeon from Shokasura really soon. So we have a lot of options now. Runners have a lot of options to clear. Zombor, we saw that it was the Bench Hills. Hero Medal, we saw that it was locking the tools. The Carpenter had the Hero Medal. Snail Shop had Ruby Knife. And now we have Dinodoro, Desert, Hecarim Cave.
Ooh, Beanie getting that tricky skip in Magic Cave.
Oh, good.
Pretty precise. Luckily, there's a pretty darn good video to help teach you, so...
Yeah, we have some very interesting guides on the... if you guys want to join in and learn more about the randomizer, just join the Discord. There are a lot of guides, a lot of interesting... everyone will be able to help you out. So... yeah, join in.
Yeah, we have a lot of community
Be
members.
part of our community. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of great community members and a lot of... it's a very social place. So, if that sounds like something you guys would enjoy, you're more than welcome to join. We'd love to have you. A lot of experienced runners that'll help teach the new players too.
Interesting enough, yeah, Proke decided to go to the Red Knight fight instead of grinding, instead of using the waiting for Water 2 to clear the enemies. He decided to go straight for Red Knight. So with Frog having a water attack, like he has water, you can use water in the top part, in the head, and you can also use water on the bottom to lower his defense so that you can use physical attacks. So Robo with a Yuzi Punch right now is really helping him to clear Red Knight. So he just has to make sure everyone stays alive.
Yeah, we have a strategy.
Very early on. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were... I thought you were...
Yeah, I was just finishing that this is very early on in the siege to do desert, but with a very good technique such as UZ Punch, you can defeat Red Knight.
We're seeing a good old-fashioned strategy on Beanie's screen. When you don't have water 2, sometimes you have to do it the old-fashioned way, so he's just punching everything. But luckily he just pulled that water 2, so that's going to make this a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Red Knight going well, though. Usually, if you get the head down, you don't have to worry anymore.
Yeah, this fight can get tricky if you kill the core. You just have to make sure that the core stays alive during the whole fight. When you finish the legs and the lower part of Red Knight, you have a chance to kill the core after that. Oh, a gold earring drop. That's awesome. You have a chance to kill the core after that. If you manage to kill the core, you get an extra 2,000 experience points. So that's really good.
Well, let's see if Procky's hard work will pay off for him. We do see Beanie grabbing that extra fight. It's optional in Hecarim.
Oh, and the shaft on the left had a rune blade. That was really interesting. In fact, you can get both of those chests in the desert without triggering the fight. It's kind of tricky, but it's possible. And if they had, I mean, it was a possibility to get that rune blade very early on. So,
you know, I wonder. We talked about Procky getting through Xenon quicker. I wonder if it had to do with something he pulled out of desert at the very start of the run. Wonder if he
could be.
Helped make one of his guys more efficient.
Quite possible. We see Procula now selling some of the items. He's going to see the key item that he gets from killing and clearing the desert. Killing Red Knight and clearing the desert. Meanwhile, Shokosura continues to rush through the magic cave, and like Beanie, they are actually at very near right now, so they'll both fight Hecarim at the same time, possibly.
Yeah, we do have Water 2 coming out from, or being able to come out from Frog, and Napalm now on Luca. I don't know how much help Robo's going to be in this fight. But he can definitely
Robo
work on keeping everyone alive.
Yeah, that's going to be his duty for this fight. You can actually damage Hecarim with Robo if you have Area Bomb and you have Robo leading the team. Or you can use Shock. Or even Laser Spin, but Laser Spin damage is so low that, I mean, we don't even consider that.
It's low damage and it's a long animation, so in those you really need that extra, what feels like 6 damage. We usually don't, but as you can see on Procky, that desert did pay off as he finishes the Masamune.
Wow!
And has go mode at 28 minutes.
Wow, that was a very smart play from Proky, doing desert early on and getting the bent sword and unlocking go mode in less than 30 minutes in. Wow, that's amazing. Let's go. Yeah, so I was going to explain, so let's explain this go mode again. With Forging the Masamune, you have access to the Magus Castle if you have Frog in your party. So they have Frog and they can unlock Magus Castle, grow full Magus Castle, defeat Magus, which will be a random character, so we will see who is Magus in the seed, and unlock Dark Ages now. And already. And by reaching the Dark Ages, with the ruby knife, you can unlock Ocean Palace to reach lava. So this is going to be a very fast seed. Wow.
Oh, we got Dreamstone for Beanie for all his trouble at Hecarim.
So I think.
So if Dinodoro is gate key, we could have a heck of a race between Beanie and Procky here.
Wow, for sure. I mean, if I were in a proc spot right now, I definitely do Mega's Castle like really early on, as he's doing right now. I would actually grind for some levels in the desert, like getting some a few enemy encounters in the desert, or maybe getting more consumables. But
it looks like for that XP, just like you
said. Wow. No, I don't know. I don't think he's going for the item check. Maybe he's going to get some more attack points to unlock Water 2. Because he has Go mode already. So if he wants to, I don't know. I think. Let's see. Yeah, apparently we are having some issues with Boo's stream, so
oh, we got back to him just in time to find out.
Oh good, that's awesome. We really need to know what key item is hiding. Let's hope it's the gate key, because then it's going to be a heck of a haste.
Oh, Choco's going to get it right now too. Oh no, we knew it was the Dreamstone from Hecarim, but I didn't catch what Dinodoro was, unfortunately, because the stream was bugging out.
I think it's dependent. It's dependent because I'm seeing on his stream.
Oh
it's
yeah,
dependent.
You're right. So pendant. So this is going to be really interesting because these runners don't know what the other runners have done. The guy, Boo's just pulled that pendant. He's got to be feeling pretty good that he's found that and that he's on his way to the future. Whereas Beanie's got to be feeling pretty good that he's just looking for that gate key. But little does he realize the dungeon he's doing right now is going to get him that other half of the Masamune. And so in these races, because you don't know where other people are or what they've done, you have no idea if you're first or last to find every piece of information.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that Proki knows he must be, if not, I mean, the first person to enter Mega's Castle right now. Because that was fast. I mean, he didn't miss a dungeon to reach the Go mode. Yeah, and we see Shokosura doing the same strategy and going to the desert. I mean, it is a very quick check at the moment. So if you have like 2 items for your Go mode, like you're 1 item away to get your Go mode, so I mean, you better do your fastest checks and hope to find it.
Well, in desert, like you said earlier, it's such a great source of experience and tech points and gear. Like, a lot of times I'll hit it right at the start of the run now, but it's still, you know, as early as I'm strong enough to do it, I'm usually heading there. Oh, and there's a Kaiser arm drop for Procky.
Yeah, as soon as you have... wow, that's big. As soon as you have a water-based AoE, you can clear all encounters here, like, really quick. So it's always a good idea, especially if you don't have, access to other areas in the game, such as the future or prehistory, because there are other grinding spots that you can go. But considering 600 AD and 1000 AD, this is a really nice place to grind.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. We see some power tabs getting thrown onto Robo, which is interesting. Oh, I guess Ayla is not in the party anymore for Procky.
Yeah, this is
everyone
very
using that
interesting.
same team?
What?
I said, is everybody using that same team right now?
I mean, I think except for Booz, because Booz has Ayla in the party.
Yeah.
But everyone else, yeah, they are using the same team.
Ochako has Ayla instead of Luca, which is interesting as well.
It is, but I think it's only for the fight against Red Knight.
It could be.
Because if you plan your end game, I mean, with the characters that they have available, Luca, Robo, Ayla, and Frog, I don't remember what were the tags for Ayla. I don't think she has triple kick yet.
No.
Yeah, so right now...
Attack.
Yeah, so Luca also doesn't have very good techniques. Cthulhu, there is a problem that we are not commenting about magic.
Oh, there is. You're absolutely right. Now, Procky, I think, plans on getting magic just by going through Magus's castle. Because you can go back into that gate afterwards and go get magic. It's not something a lot of new runners know.
That's a possibility for Proky, yes. I think he's going...
I was going to say that's also a huge loss of tech points, because that means for his entire Magus's castle, only Robo's gaining those tech points. The rest are getting wasted in a way.
Yeah, so that's why I don't know why he's keeping Luca for now. So... I mean, we know that Ayla doesn't have very good techniques so far. She has cat attack and she has rock throw. That's good.
Yeah. So that could be a good option, but I'm sure he has his reason for sticking with what he has.
Yeah. We can definitely ask when the race ends.
Yeah, we might want
because I would expect bringing Frog, Ayla, and Robo, because they can learn attack points from those fights. Robo and Ayla, they don't need to unlock magic. Frog, Luca, Marlon, Chrono, they all do need to unlock magic. To unlock magic, you need to visit Specchio at the end of time. And the only way that you can unlock magic and reach end of time is by having the gate key and going through the portal, going through the gates as soon as you enter prehistory, or clearing the factory in the future, or, which is what I think Broke is going to do, is going to the Dark Ages and then using the gate from the Dark Ages to go back to the end of time.
Yeah, it's really quite the dilemma. Like we see Booze Wizard heading to the future, and he may be doing so just to grab magic. And there's a bunch of checks there. You know, again, this comes down to that knowledge you don't have being so important, because the other three runners right now know where all of the sword is, except it looks like maybe Chaco hasn't found the other half of that sword yet. But Beanie is finishing up Zenon to get, and just got his half. Procky obviously has both parts.
Yeah, go on.
And so it's going to be interesting to see if Booze rushes to get magic before looking for any other checks.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what's going to be Chokosura's reaction to his go mode right now, because I do remember we had the exact same situation on a seed I played with Choco and Proki, I think it was nearly the same. And I think I was the first to enter Magus Castle by then. And yeah, it's actually scary because you don't know, you don't have magic unlocked, you don't know which would be the best party composition. So yeah, there's a lot to think about.
Yeah, there is. Very interesting to see how everything works out for these guys. Do we have any bets on who is in charge of Magus's castle? Well, I know we'll bring it up a little bit closer, but be thinking about who you think it might be.
Oh, we see Chocosura forging the Master Moon. I don't think he's going to waste any more time. And he's going to enter Magus Castle without magic. And as we can see, he's using Frog, Ayla, and Robo. Possibly to consider that Ayla can learn from the tag points from the battles in the Magus Castle.
It's just always cool to see when people take different routes and have different info and what they do with it. I think we're about to see we're gonna see a Chrono being grabbed from Frog's Burrow here.
Yeah, this is interesting because we don't know which tags Chrono knows already, so maybe he's starting with very good tags such as Confuse and Luminaire.
That
can be
nice
pretty
start.
helpful. Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was Luminaire, Confuse, and Life?
Would be really interesting. So let's see.
He's got some alright gear for him as well. Ooh,
I mean,
not that far. Not that far off.
There is Confuse.
Confuse, Life, and he just only brought Lightning 1 with him instead of Luminaire.
Yeah, also I think considering that Chrono has he has a very good weapon for Chrono at this point in the seed, so maybe it's a possibility. Yeah, which one would you choose, Cthulhu?
Which team?
Chrono? Or Chrono? You'd bring Chrono to Magus Castle, or would you bring Frog with Water 2? And the Rune Blade?
I think I'd bring Frog, Ayla, Robo. Because I quite like that team, and if you get lucky on your techs, a lot lucky, you have to get Leap Slash and Triple Kick. But Drop Kick is no slouch. Okay? Drop Kick can play a very important role at the end of game. And Uzi Punch, having Uzi Punch is going to be very nice too.
Yeah, and we see Proki doing the fight against Slash. Slash is one of the and we see Luca down.
Yeah, but
Slash is one of the bosses that we. Oh, and Luca just okay.
I guess he doesn't have to worry.
Drop.
He doesn't have to worry about them not getting tech points if Luca drops. So.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah, for the tech points, but we see that Luca right now, she is one level behind everyone else. Mm-hmm. So, especially if you're doing Magus Castle so early on, we see actually Proki starting a fight here that we usually skip, just because I think he wants the experience and the tech points.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I don't blame him for doing that at all, because getting a go mode this early, I mean, you want to make sure you're prepared when you finally get there.
Proki has been taking...
can be tough.
Yeah, he has been taking a lot of extra fights for the experience points, There is actually a fight that you can also do if you reach the end of Mega's Castle right before you fight Ozzy. There is a fight that is grindable, and it gives about 24 attack points and a bunch of XP, which is also an option if they want to just wait to grind at this battle. Is also an option, but those guys also give very good experience. A lot. 20 attack points, and they are dropping blackmails. Yeah, that's why I think Proc is also getting those fights, because the blackmails will be selling for more than 11,000 gold, and he'll be able to buy some very good stuff in the last new shop.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I hadn't considered that. One thing I want to point out about Chaco and his run so far, one thing he does that I've been catching that I think I need to start thinking about is anytime he's in between dungeons, he's going in to Ends or Chrono's house and getting those free or cheap heals. You know, I think he paid 10 gold for one of his heals. And yeah, a shelter's going to be faster, but a shelter's also 1,200 gold.
Yeah, using the free healing, the free spots that you can go to the inn and sleep and avoid that 1,200 gold for a shelter is a nice idea. There is also the issue about the time. I don't know. There is a trade-off that you actually have more money to spend later on, but using the shelter is faster most of the time. So there is a trade-off that you have to choose.
I think it depends how far you're going out of your way. You know, are you going to be driving or flying right past it anyway? Yeah, it's probably worth swinging by for a 5-second time loss. But if you're going way out of your way, of course, that's probably not going to be worth. All right.
Oh, a Giga Arm.
Going through as well now.
A Giga Arm for Robo. And Proc is starting the fight against Flea. Yeah, so Flea can be quite a tricky fight because she has an attack that can actually cause a lot of status effects such as blind, poison, chaos, even sleep. And she has this major AoE, very strong attack, physical attack, called this Tear, which actually deals about 200 damage to each of your characters. So it can get quite hard to recover if you don't heal fast enough. So he's actually looking for a lapis, and he doesn't have a lapis, so he's going for mid tonics instead. Because if Flea casts Tear once again, Luca might die. Should die. Would die.
Oh, and there we see
and
Flea
Flea's down. Very well played. Absolutely. Meanwhile, Booz is going to clear Factory.
Yeah, I think he's going to go unlock magic. And maybe get a good character for his trouble.
And also, Beanie going through his Mega's Castle, he has the same key items as Shoko and Proki. Proki doesn't have the Dreamstone. Except for that, they all have the same key items.
And that Dreamstone's not going to help if they can make it through Magus's Castle. Because Magus's Castle and Tyranno Lair kind of serve the same purpose of leading you to the Dark Ages in 12,000 BC.
Yeah.
Still very close. I mean, with such an early go mode, it's very possible some of these bosses end up being harder than some of these guys are expecting or prepared for, especially without magic.
Yeah, especially without magic. I think Roki decided to keep Luca because of her fire spells, possibly, in order to help for the Magus fight.
Yeah, that could be. I think it's going to be really interesting because every boss for the rest of this run for these guys could be something that changes the position of the runners. It could cost somebody first place or second place just from one fight going poorly. And since you're so leveled, it's not uncommon for that to happen.
Yeah, so far it's a very close race. And we see Boozy getting a Prism Specs from the factory. Wow, that's going to help him a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Prism Specs raises your attack and attack points and magical damage by 50%.
That's a lot. We do see on Choco's screen Tailspin being learned by Ayla, which can actually come in handy in a lot of fights. Unfortunately, I think they're past most of them.
Yeah, Tailspin has a very unique property which ignores Stardust's defense, so you can actually use Tailspin to damage Hakan, for example.
Beanie now in this tough flea fight, hoping it goes as well as it did for Brocky here. Brocky navigating the pits and not even checking the 4 chests downstairs. Pretty interesting because in an easy mode seed,
he wants to be fast.
Yeah, and in an easy mode seed, those could be some crazy pieces of gear down there.
And he got the bird skip on the climb. That's awesome.
He's doing what appears to be a flawless, what I call Donkey Kong section of Magus's castle.
Yeah, very good. Very clean. All the skips were done. Successful climb from Roki without any encounters at all.
And
really good.
If you look at Booze Wizard's screen, it should give you some reminders and make you cry like you did when you were a kid. I know this scene was always really sad for me. So, if you're needing something to help you cry, just take a look there. But Procky making great time checking all that loot and everything. And fighting these battles and just gaining those little trickles of XP that are going to help make things so much easier. And
I think we'll also see Chocosura trying to rush Mega's castle because he did an extra check. So possibly he knows that another runner could be ahead.
Now,
and he's making beast dodge.
One of the other things, or one of the other runners of this game, Taco Hero, he always says that one of the hardest things to start to learn when you start learning this randomizer is when to skip battles and when to fight extra battles. He said that's the part that takes new players the longest, so I wonder if that's going to be something that could come into play with some of these newer runners.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, we have a situation right now that we don't have magic. We have very few characters to choose from. So it's actually hard to... You have to make quick decisions. And you can't miss, because if you make the wrong decision now, it's going to appear very later on, so...
Finding very nice gear, though, like, for how early in the seed this is, at 50, 53, 54 minutes, they have very nice gear already pulled together for their teams. And that's only going to get better. And
yeah, they have.
On Booze Wizard's screen, we do see Marley coming out.
And he locked Marley.
Yeah, he swapped her in immediately.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's still a few key items that he needs to grab in order to reach go mode. So that might be an issue.
Now he could find Antipode between his friends here. He would need Luca to learn something good after magic. But depending what items he's able to find in the future, he could find the other Go mode.
Yeah, he could. I mean, considering Ares Dome and Son of Sun, which are attacks that are really, I mean, they are fast. So he could be able to get the other Go mode. So actually, if he finds a gate key, we know where the ruby knife is. So he knows where the ruby knife is because he saw, he checked the nail shop. So.
And it doesn't look like he has the Dreamstone, so he may not know where it's at. But depending what he finds, I mean, there are definitely things he could find. But I do expect we will see him after he gets magic do Ares Dome or Son of Sun. I'm not sure which, but I definitely think he's going to do one of them.
Yeah, quite possibly he's going to go for the quicker checks in the future. Maybe also grabbing chests there.
Procky entering one of the hardest fights in the game.
I just realized that the chains were dropping speed tabs.
Yeah,
that's big.
Huge. Especially with a Robo Luca team. They need all
the because he needs
speed.
All the speed, yeah.
Is it gonna be all of this? Get in your bets now. Who is in charge of Magus's castle?
As Choco went down to the pit, we actually can see.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's using Boogie against the skeletons in order to stop them all. This is interesting. At least that's going to...
I was gonna say, I think it's going to be... I don't think it's gonna be Chrono. I think it's gonna be Robo in Magus's castle. Just a guess.
Let's see, who is it going to be? Broke is starting his fight against Magus, and Magus is...
Oh.
It's...
Look who we have here.
Let's go!
It's Marley. She's always a fun one. Oh, and she turned
it's
into
very
a box.
interesting when we have Marley as Magus. Her ultimate attack is actually a water-based, like hexagon mist type of attack. So, if I don't think he has entered the menu to check if he had ice protection or water protection. Maybe he's going with the blackmails. I don't remember if he entered the menu.
Nope. No blue mails for him.
Yeah, so the battle against Magus, how does it work? Mal will... She has a barrier. Like, she uses an attack, an elemental attack, whenever you attack with an elemental. Like, she changes the barrier. Now, she's using fire, so you can only damage her with fire attacks. So fortunately for Broke, he has Napalm, so that's going to be of use right now. And after Luca hits her with Napalm, she's going to change her barrier and use another elemental attack. So now have Shadow. Yeah, so Magus is weak to the magic type he casts and will absorb all other magical attacks. He will not absorb physical damage, but he will absorb other magical attacks. And when we see Magus risks casting a spell, which means that he is beginning to charge a very powerful random spell. And as we have modeled, it's going to be a water-based, very big, very powerful AoE magical attack.
Yeah, and it can be a run killer, let me tell you from experience. That can be an incredibly tough fight.
It can. And we see now Mal with lightning, and I don't think Robo has shock, so Brock doesn't have a source of lightning damage, but you can actually use a physical attacks normally, and she will change her barrier.
I think we may have lost one of our runners, unfortunately. This is still going to be a very close race. Everybody's in the same dungeon right now.
Yeah, I think right now, Proki and Chokosura, they know they are like in a situation that they don't have magic for. I mean, Proki doesn't have magic for 2 characters, and Chokosura doesn't have magic for 1 character. They have to plan very far ahead. I mean, we have the battle against the Golden Twins, the battle against Lavos phases 1, 2, and 3. So
yeah, and
at least we've.
I think we're definitely going to see some grinding if they go back for magic, and I assume that they will have to go back for magic once they get through Magus's castle.
Yeah, maybe Chokosura is not going to go back for magic. I don't know, because Chrono knows Confused, which is a very important spell, and Life. He is missing Luminaire though, but Luminaire could be his last attack, so.
Yeah, and Luminaire's not the best of magic anyway. Just because
it's
Chrono's
not the best. Yeah, it's not the best magic for Chrono, but it's a good AoE spell to use in Lavos Phase 2 to clear out the hands. It's an option to do an AoE magic attack and damage both hands at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's see if he's going to use that strategy. But he would need to go and unlock magic, so.
It's very close. We see Beanie Weenie and Chokosura, I believe, in the same hallway, heading towards the fight with Ozzy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we see Proki managing the fight against Mal very well. So far, so good. The problem is, right now, that she just stopped her counters. We'll be seeing the major Hexagonist AoE strongest attack. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my. Oh my. Ooh. Robo's down. Two are alive. That's good. He has 3 revives, so we'll do it. That was close. Going for a full tonic on Robo because can't miss right now. Uh-oh. Marley's preparing it again. And we see a very interesting strategy from Shokosura right now, charming the chains to get an Pearl Edge and actually destroying them. That's a very smart and intelligent move from Chokosura. So he was able to get a Pearl Edge from those.
Very nice.
He'll be able to get a lot of money. We see Dialtail coming up, area bomb. Oh, and we see a frog swap.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, considering you have access to the Masamune, which can reduce his Mega's elemental defense, it's an idea. I do think he could have gone with Ayla and Chrono and Robo with, I think, with the physical attacks with Confuse, which and also be an option. I mean, they are also fast characters, so it could be an option as well. Oh, really? That's awesome! And we see Brokey defeating Megas and entering the Dark Ages.
Absolutely. This is very fast to get into the Dark Ages.
It is. And he is desperately going to the end of time to unlock magic.
Desperately is the right word, and I think for sure we'll see Beanie employ the same idea. Choco, I'm not sure about though. You know, there's some strategies he uses that are very fast, but they're very risky. So hard to tell for sure.
Yeah. And I must say, I'm actually surprised for the dual character swap. He swapped Chrono out for Chrono and Ayla out for Frog and Luca. We'll be seeing a very similar Megas fight as we saw from Brokey's. Do
you think he did that in case Magic doesn't get him any good skills? That way none of the tech points were lost in Magus's castle, perhaps?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what is the reasoning behind the swaps. I think possibly because he knows Frog already has learned Water Chew, so he can use the water-based attack. And also because of Napalm.
Alright, he's back to Zio, heading straight for the Magical Kingdom. Probably, like you said earlier, to do some shopping and get on the road.
Oh, Luca's down. Yeah, so right now, Broke is going to check the new shop, which is the best shop available in Jets of Time.
And what are we going to have? Oh, he's not even going to check before he starts selling. He knows he wants to sell some stuff. 5
I mean,
Blackfests.
Wow, 5 Blackfests.
I gotta say, he's got a good amount of gold for how long he's been playing.
Yeah, and he bought 2 amulets. Amulets are really important for a Lavos fight because it allows you to be immune to any kind of status effect. So he bought some consumables. He's going to check this chamber, this room, just for the speed tab. And I think he's going directly to Golem fight.
Yep, he hit that, as you may have noticed, he hit that magical healing pad on the way out. And that's just going to be a free shelter on his way running through that room, too, which is very handy. And something I urge everyone to try to remember exists, because it does save you a shelter. And I don't think it costs you really any time. Or very, very little if it costs you anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, that free shelter is actually even faster than entering the menu and using the shelter.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just have to go through it. I mean, really fast.
And you can make it on the way.
Yeah, yeah. You can route it in and use it to your advantage in that room.
I think Boo's
so
Wizard is about to be a little disappointed. Because he went to the future and he checked some things there, and then he's gone back to the desert, and he's going to find what he's looking for here.
Yeah, and as he still has to check the chef for the piece of the sword.
Oh, he does? You're absolutely right. Hopefully he remembers where that's at.
Prokin doing his fight against the Golem. Golem will attack with whichever element you hit him with. So, as he's hitting him with Shadow, he has a lot of blackmail, so he can absorb any kind of a Shadow counter attack that Golem's going to do. So I don't think he's much worried about it. Golem is susceptible to all status ailments except Chaos, so I do think we'll be seeing on Chokosura's run, we'll be seeing Boogie against the Golems to stop them, so that's actually a good idea to just make the battle go faster, because you don't even need to wait and see the whole animation for the counters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and who doesn't like having a little dance break in the middle of a boss fight, too? I know I do. Beanie.
Yeah, whenever
that witch Marl. That's that thing nobody's ever called her. Oh man, she can be a tough fight. That Hexagon Mist, it comes out of nowhere, and when it hits, like, I always just have to look at my webcam with wide eyes, like, I hope I survive, because there's not much you can do.
Yeah. Can be a very powerful and run killer there. We see Proki defeating the Golem. He uses an attack, an AoE attack called the Blurb when he dies, when he's defeated. And now he has access to the Ocean Palace. I'm really curious to see how he's going to play this out, because you have an option here to get a lot of chests if you want. Or you can just go and rush it. You can also stop to grind a little bit, because he's at level 25, which may not be sufficient for the battle against Lava, so he should be getting a couple of fights here to repeatedly to grind and get the required levels for Lavas.
And Booze Wizard spending a bunch of his gold that he had saved up on lapises before the screen went down. That here. So he stopped at that extra store in the after desert, that not cathedral. I always forget what forest. You know what I'm talking about, Moon.
Yeah.
The hat where you normally get the hat in vanilla. He was able to grab up quite a few lapises. I think he bought 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, and Proki decided to search for more chests in Ocean Palace. There is a path here that you can take, like this secret chamber, the secret area, which is a very high tier chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hello there, Cecil. Cecil's in the chat right now. He is actually the dev of this randomizer. So, shout out for Master Cecil there. This seed was fast. I mean, almost all the runners got go mode. So we see only Booze is still needing his go mode because we had both pieces of the Masamune and Ruby Knife available very early on, so go mode was available at 28 minutes into the seed, and Proki went straight to Mega's castle about 30 minutes in without magic. And there is Hexagon Mist for Shokosura that's actually going to kill Frog, but he has blue mails on, so that was a safer play from him.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to be seeing Marl a whole lot longer here. Yeah, and the hilt is at Xenon, and so Booze Wizard at this point is just looking. He's got to be looking for that gate key, hoping to pull it. But maybe he remembers that it was on Xenon, or maybe it's been long enough into the run that he may not remember that it was there.
Yeah, I don't remember he checked Xenoblade. Did he check Xenoblade, or did he reset on
question.
I don't think he did. Yeah, because we saw Beanie resetting on the hilt and then going back to get it.
Our wonderful tracker.
Oh, he checked it and knocked out. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Angro.
I'm not sure if we have a crew command this week, but if we do, Angarel is very helpful as our tracker, and very helpful in the community as general. I like to call him the walking encyclopedia of Chrono knowledge.
We can see the tracker there. The tracker, he has actually developed the tracker that we all use when we race, so when we play. Yeah, shout out for Angriel too. Oh, and Shokosura, they're going through the gates to unlock magic.
And getting magic for all 3 of them, since he's the only one that has picked up Chrono at this point.
Yeah, it's
quite the long.
It's a very good play. I do think it would be possible with that with Chrono, Ayla, and Robo. Chrono had confused, but it would be, I mean, it would be risky because without Luminaire for the arms could be risky. You would have to rely on triple kick and shock and confuse. Maybe I think it would be possible if they wanted to like be riskier, but doing the safer play here, unlocking magic, yeah, I think it's better.
And Frog,
wiser.
on Procky's screen, Frog just learned Leap Slash, which is, like I said, if you got lucky, that could be very useful. Or things are not looking good on Beanie's screen. But would be a good reason to pull potentially Ayla back in. Oh, but she does have protection, so he might be able to eke this out with Luca. I don't know how close he is to finishing this battle.
Yeah, if you have at least one character with absorption, so that's alright. You can finish the battle. The problem is that you are not going to get the experience point, so that's kind of an issue because it will require you to get a couple more fights in the elevator or a couple more fights in that there in the Ocean Palace. So
And
we
saying,
see that.
I was gonna say Procky's saying, "I'm strong enough. Let's get to the elevator."
All right, I don't remember seeing what level he was right now, so
I saw on Chaco's screen that the 4th tech Luca learned was Flare, which is huge, especially with
wow.
Frog Squash already being a thing. So
Yeah, so I do think Brock decided to use Frog with Luca just because of the Frog Flare dual attack, which is really, really powerful. If you manage to get an item such as the gold earring, you can make it really, really strong by using the gold earring on Frog, getting him to a higher maximum HP, which will enhance even more the damage.
Oh, and if we look at Booze's screen, he is going back for that. He did go back for that other part of the sword. So he will be heading the way everyone else is headed now.
And we see Shokosura there doing the new fight in the secret room. I do think he wants the extra tab that you can get. You do get more. You do get tech points from this battle. Well, the problem is that Brook is rushing through the Ocean Palace and getting closer to Lavas right now.
Absolutely. This is going to end up being a pretty close race. And Beanie making it through that fight and heading to his magic, grabbing that magic. And it looks like he's only worried about the guys on his team. He didn't swap anyone else in. Interesting strategy. He must be pretty confident that this is the team he wants to go with.
I do think Shokasura is going to swap Robo and Ayla in again with Chrono. Maybe? I'm not sure.
To answer a question in chat, Cecil's asking, how many people check the shop in Algeti? I checked it for a while, but I was pretty unimpressed, so I stopped checking it at this point. But it may be something that comes back up at some point. There have been quite a few things I've been experimenting. Yeah, in the Earthbound village.
Oh, yeah. I usually don't check that shop because you always don't have enough money to spend on the new shop. So the new shop is the ultimate shop. Is the more, at least for me, I go straight to the new shop and I always waste all my money in that shop. So.
Waste all your money there.
I spend all my money there. I invest all my money there.
I've been skipping some areas that are a couple chests that I just haven't had pay off for me recently. So I was gonna see how it went tonight, but we had some cast changes. Oh, let me see if I can...
Yeah. Now that Cecil mentioned it, yeah, why? I don't know why Shokosura was. Yeah, he checked the shop. He went there to grab the magic tab. That's actually widening the difference between him and Proki. So Proki, maybe if he gets a wipe, let's hope not. But if he gets a wipe from Lavos, he may still have another chance
Yeah, well, that also comes
without
down to
Chokosura catching up.
we've talked about it a couple times during the race that, you know, not knowing where your opponents are. You know, if you feel like you're the first person to get there, you know, it could be Choco feels like he made mostly correct decisions and that he's ahead of people and that he's got a little time to spare, but you never know for sure.
Yeah, we never know. I mean, in a racing condition, especially with 4 racers, I like to think that every little edge that you can have, it's like good, it's awesome. Every single thing that you can do to like save time, it's better.
Oh, yeah. And Procky just making wonderful time. He's already at these switches and just I was gonna say I assume that he'll nail these skips because
yeah, he's very good at those
skips, and he's part of the reason I'm able to do them now. So him and you, Moon. So there's a lot of great guys.
Yeah, congratulations to Proki for doing the both skips in the ocean. Those are really hard for I mean, at least when I started playing this randomizer, I always look at that skip being done from Proki, and I was like, wow, that's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be a very interesting finish here. Because you can see Jocko heading into that single golem. He's going to be entering Ocean Palace as if everything goes correctly for Procky. It will be as he's exiting Ocean. But that does not mean the race is over. Beanie heading in. He's right behind Choco. Done his shopping. He's heading into the single golem. And this is going to be quite the interesting race.
It is for sure. And now we see Frog with 56 HP doing a Frog Flare for a lot of damage because he has a gold earring on. That's 4k damage. Wow.
That's such a gamble. Such a gamble. But if it works out, it works out.
I mean, the problem is that he can't actually cast Frog Flare again because that's actually going to kill Frog because of the double blood. So he has to decide what he's going to do now.
Well, I think he's got protection gear on where it's going to heal him and Frog Flare is going to become less effective. But that one cast, I mean, that took out almost half their health.
Yeah.
Or a good chunk at least.
Yeah, they have 8,000 hit points, so that was like 4,000 damage. They should be dead really soon. Let's hope Luca survives.
So as you can see, we are currently, as a team, as everybody on the screen, we're on quadruple golems here.
Wow. Lot of golem fights.
Yeah, a lot of
maybe
golems
Robo's
right
going to die. Maybe Robo's going to die. Uh-oh, that's bad. That's actually bad. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, good. Good. Awesome fight from Proki for the golem team. Congratulations, Proki. Let's go.
If you guys enjoy watching, like, there's absolutely a reason to watch each one of these runners separately on their own streams, and they each kind of do different things. But one of the things Proki does is he does a lot of challenge runs and a lot of really interesting flags that not a lot of people play with, and he really likes to torture himself with difficulties. So this is going to be interesting to see how he does with a challenge run where he's a pretty low level and didn't get magic right at the end.
We just saw that Proki swapped in aimlets for everyone, which will give him a status protection for everyone. So that is going to help him against the obstacle attack, which will cause random status for everyone in the party. So Lavos phase 1 will cast that obstacle a lot of times. He will cycle through several types of attacks. One of those is obstacle. So Lavos phase 1 will start with Destruction Rain from the Heavens, which is a very powerful AoE attack. Yeah, I think Proki likes to play it safe against Lavos phase 1 at least, and he had a lot of money to buy the amulet, so he could buy the amulets.
Proki likes to play it safe on it, and I like to leave my mic muted and talk for the last 10 seconds, so...
Oh! Yeah, usually I always do prefer to play it safe and buy as much amulets as I can, because you never know when you're getting triple stop, and if you get triple stop here, you have to reset. And if you don't have access to amulets, you actually can't do the fight. You have to there is an option. Oh, Robo is not with an amulet. There's an option here to get wiped against Lavos phase 1 and watch a very long cutscene. Wow, what was that? Oh god, oh no, what's happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, is he gonna be able to save it here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh no.
It's not over
there's
yet.
an option for Proki. It's not over yet. It's not over. I do think he's going to... Oh, it is his last revival, Proki. Oh god.
Yeah. So like we said, this race isn't over yet. Oh, and the lock coming out on Robo.
He has two options here. You do have an option to die against Lavos phase 1. If you die against Lavos phase 1, you actually get you go back to the village. You can also revisit the shop.
See the reset.
The new shop. Oh, that's the reset.
The trouble with doing that is that then you're really making it more risky for yourself in a way, because the cutscene to get back in can be long if you don't fight the shell. If you crash the epoch into the shell, the cutscene for that is incredibly long, and you don't get a save point inside if you do that. So now, if you do wipe to phase 2 or 3, you have to redo that every attempt.
Exactly. It's an option. I actually have timed it once, and I timed it against a battle for Lavos phase 1 when I was using Mal, Luca, and Ayla, and my battle against Lavos phase 1 took 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and actually not sheltering, dying at Lavos phase 1, visiting new shop, buying stuff, and crushing the epoch took me 4 minutes, so it's an option. It's a very risky.
It's an interesting option, because it's kind of strange, because if you're feeling confident that you're going to beat Lavos on the first try, why not just beat Lavos' shell? And if you're not feeling confident that you can beat Lavos first try, you don't even want to gamble on it, because it's going to cost you so much time if you don't.
Yeah, the problem of Lavos phase 1 that we don't see on phase 2 and 3 is that he constantly casts obstacle against you. So if you don't have enough status protection, that's going to be a very huge issue. So
it is, but status protection is very important on the other phases as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
Here we see some grinding from Beanie and Chaco. Just trying to make sure that they're going to be high enough level.
Yeah, and it's very interesting on Chokosura's side that he swapped party members a lot during the run. We saw Ayla, Chrono, and Robo. We saw Frog, Luca, Robo. Now we are seeing Chrono, Luca, and Robo. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, we are seeing some different party configurations. Procky and Beanie appear to be going for the same team, but everyone else has some permutations to it.
Yeah, and he just used Max Cyclone to kill all the enemies there in that screen to grind faster. Yeah, the dual tech, nobody remembers that Max Cyclone killing everyone and making the grind go faster for Chokosura. I still don't know what's going to be his final fight against Lavos. I'm very curious to see that.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Pro keep doing the safer play.
I was going to say, his lift may not be terribly quick with this current team. His lift fights. Because he doesn't have Ayla and he doesn't have Frog, which are a lot of our go-tos for this section. Not saying that's the only way to do it, but...
I do think he's going to swap in Ayla for that. Possibly.
Be interesting to see what happens the rest of this race, because like we said earlier, you know, we're at the point where a wipe is a big deal, and each one of these bosses from here on out is going to be a tough fight.
Yeah, and Beanie, we see Beanie at the same spot right now. Beanie and Choco. I mean, if Proki is in the lead, but
Beanie's a very low level at this part, though. His lowest, it looked like, was 23. Just very
23?
low. 23? But he definitely
and Lava's
has to do
phase
some
1 is
grinding.
down.
Alright, things get a little safer for Procky here now. Now it's just
Proki's in the lead, but we'll be seeing a Lava score fight at level... He's at level 31. We'll be seeing his strategy for the Lava score fight in Lava Phase 2. I mean, Frog has a gold earring, which is awesome. I don't remember seeing what are the other accessories he's using.
Level 31.
Yeah, level 31 is not too bad.
Not too bad, but for a lot of new runners, that would be a very, very difficult fight. But luckily, Procky has quite a bit of practice under his belt. He's done, you know, a few seeds at least.
Yeah, Simon, we see a question in chat from Simon. Is Lava just aggressive in easy mode as he is in normal? Yes.
Yeah, so the only changes in easy mode for the easy mode flag is the gear drops and loot drops are going to be better. The other difference was that character locking, which is an entirely different flag.
Proki was like 50 damage away from killing the left arm. That was so close. And now Robo is down.
Robo down.
I do think he's going to Frog Flat again.
Yeah, I think so.
Or not. But if he revives Robo now, maybe Obstacle is going to take place and is going to kill Robo again.
You had to give the commentator curse, Moon.
No, I'm just commentating on what I'm seeing right now.
When Procky sees this, he's going to be very upset that you made that happen, Moon.
Sorry, Procky, sorry. I'm just commenting.
And all of our fine runners this evening do stream, I believe, on a regular basis. I know Procky does, I know Beanie does, and I know Choco does. Not 100% sure on Booze Wizard here, but give them a follow. If
Yeah, he
you're into
also,
that
yeah,
sort of
Booze
thing.
also streams Jets of Time.
Oh, good. But this is one of those things, I've always said it for League of Legends when I played that in the past. Jets of Time is one of those games, if you like watching it, you're going to like playing it. If you like playing it, you're going to like watching other people.
The problem is Shadow Doomblaze. That's a very risky strategy we are seeing from Proky, but it's also very fun to watch. So let's.
Oh, he's just got to
Let's see how that plays. Oh my god!
He's got to go for the kill. Thank you for the plug, Angarel. I appreciate that. Me and Moon both do stream very often.
Wow!
Oh, and he got the kill.
Oh
That's
my
how you
god!
do it.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
Now,
congratulations, Proky. Now that was fun to watch. Let's go.
Yeah, it was. That was very clutch. Yeah, and he needs that menu glitch to happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, I do think he does.
I have some faith in Procky that he probably knew how close he was to the end of that fight. I'll tell you, when I do that, when I pull off those clutch saves, it is pure luck.
No, actually, you can count HP for lavas. That's also a strategy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yay, menu glitch, let's go.
Yeah, he's very good at menu glitch. He's very consistent.
He's very consistent on the menu glitch.
You told me very early on that to practice it, just sit down and make it happen. And I think if you do that, you can get it 9 times out of 10. If you take a little time to make sure you've got it down.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience, I started making a save state just right before the final animation. And when I started trying it, I got like 0 out of 10, like literally 0 out of 10. And now I think I'm...
Let me know how audio is on that.
Consistent, I think.
We're going to switch it up so we can hear some Lavos music here.
There's 3.8 damage to the core. The core has 8,000 HP, so 2 frog flares will not be sufficient. Maybe now Frogging getting the hit from the left bit.
Wow, we have such a close race between Beanie and
Wow,
Choco.
there's frog flare to the... Oh my god. Let's go frog flare.
Oh, he's going for it again.
Again, now it's going to kill the center lava score.
All right, let's see if Beanie can get these switch skips. I did spend some time coaching
get a counter
with him on this. So let's... Oh, he
Frog
pulls off
will
the first
die.
one.
There is actually a problem. I don't think he has revives. He has 1. Oh god.
Oh.
1 revive
And
left.
Beanie pulling off both of the switch skips. And like, a very good job on that, Beanie. Seems like that practice paid off.
Left.
Oh, this
The problem is
quite
I'm not sure if the... Oh, wow. That was so close. Proky playing it.
This is very close.
Yeah, he has 0 revives right now, like 0. This actually is
coming up on him, coming up on those double golems. He gained a lot of time over Choco during that lift fight. He was able to perfectly execute lift.
Oh no, and Frog being sacrificed right now. Oh no, he casted it from Luca, which was a very smart play from Proki.
Yeah, it was.
Now, if you cast the Frog Flare from Luca, she is the one that's actually getting the counter, and as she is shielded, she can survive.
Marley, to answer the question in chat,
He can
Marley
actually
or
do that
Marl,
again.
She is in Magus's castle and in the future hanging out. She's in 2 places.
Oh no, he got the... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad, because there is actually a blink of turning on the defense. So
Oh,
that
Luca
actually
survived though.
was a wasted Frog Flare. Yeah, Luca can survive if you shield her. So that's the strategy that he's going for now. He can actually do the full tonic again on her, or maybe
he
use
elixir.
Going for it
just
again.
to get her good. So
Awesome,
he's
awesome.
not going to
That's
take
really
too much
good.
from it.
Wow. Wow, that was... I mean... Lava's going to die very soon. If he keeps this strategy going on, it's going to be GG.
Yeah, it
GG
is.
for Proki very soon.
Let's just hope he doesn't need any of those revives that he has lost.
Awesome, awesome. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, he can keep it up because the pods there, they will counterattack, and that's the only thing they will do. You can just go for elixirs, full tonics, and do it again.
Uh-oh, big boy's back.
No, there's no problem. I mean, it's just another Frog Flare away from getting Lavas down.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome for him, because Frog Flare actually will now do a lot of damage.
Oh, because he's at 7 health right now. Oh, but that didn't finish. Ooh, this is a close battle.
Wow.
And we see Beanie just
No,
finished double
playing
golems.
it
He's heading
perfectly so far.
He's heading into that lava shell fight right behind Procky.
I think it's going to be the last attack now. That's Water 2. Yay! It's GG for Proki. Perfectly played final lava fight. That was awesome to watch. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Proki, for the win. Nicely done. That was, I mean, 0 revives. Frog at 7 health. Counting on the RNG from since... I mean, for all Lava's battles, that was incredible.
And Urel, if you can put in that finish time from Discord, because the on-screen is a little bit off.
Proki just finished the race in first place with a time of 1 hour, 47 minutes and 19 seconds. Ah, wow. No, I don't think it's his PB. I do think he's about 138 or something. Maybe he will 135 or something like that.
All right, Beanie heading into the shell fight while Choco doing double golems.
Shall we invite Proki for an interview? Yeah, let's go.
Hello, Procky. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I'm doing well.
Wow, how's it going?
It looked like you were doing well.
Yeah. I have a question. Did anyone else have to go through Magus's castle?
Yes, everyone else.
Yes.
Oh, then I'm very lucky indeed.
Yeah, you did an early desert, and that set you up to start Magus's castle while everyone else was doing their basic checks. That was... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I need to fix the audio real quick.
Awesome. And
Okay,
that
there you go.
final fight against Lavas, phase 2 and phase 3, was like amazing. How could you handle the RNG? Like, you had like one revive left, and it was so close.
Yeah, that was the thing. I didn't have very many revives, and so when I wiped that first time, I was considering resetting anyways because I think I ran out of revives, or I was about to. So
You did.
Yeah.
yeah, that was very difficult to deal with.
I bet. What did you think of the drops? One thing we had noticed is right off the bat, you got some great stuff from Desert Bite, because you cleared out almost all of Desert right at the beginning, and then you went back to finish Retinite later.
Yeah, that's actually something like I think Moon started doing, and I learned from him, and it seems to work just about every time. I mean, it costs about a minute, but you get great gear, hopefully, and you might be able to even equip some of it on your starting characters. The downside is that it does screw up the RNG for like the first cafe fight, but again, if you find a weapon for one of your characters down there, it's not going to matter. Also, you can sell a lot of what you find as well, and then you end up with
Yeah.
pretty much you can buy whatever you want after that, including what's at Snailstone.
Ooh.
So
Real quick, we
Yeah,
have a
just
rare
oh,
appearance.
and you got the Gland, Andy.
Yeah, I was going to say we have a rare appearance by Glenn on screen right now.
I'll just leave them on the screen.
And tell us about your party decision. I mean, you decided for that party, you settled in for that party since the beginning, even though you still needed to unlock magic for Luca, and you could have gone with Ayla for Mega's Castle. So why you decided to go with Luca, even though she only had Napalm?
That's true. Maybe I could have swapped Ayla for Luca. That's a good point. I didn't even think about doing that because I was concerned about getting Robo out of there because really I wanted Frog, Luca, and Ayla as a team for Blaze Kick and Frog Flare.
I see.
Of course, then when I finally checked Ayla in Ocean Palace, I learned that Triple Kick was her last tech to learn, so I just wasn't going to have time to do that. So I just stuck with what I had.
That's interesting because... Oh, sorry, I was going to say that's interesting because when Moon asked me what team I would go with on this seed, I had said I would go Robo, Ayla, Frog. So I'd have Drop Kick and Uzi Punch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I happen to get Triple Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering we had Water 2 start from unlocked for Frog, and we had Luca, Ayla. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played it, so I can't say for myself because when we play, we take a lot of decisions during the race. So yeah, but I mean, congratulations for this race. It was an amazing race from you, Croky. We loved watching it and commentating on it. So
thank you.
Congratulations. That was an awesome final fight against Lavos. I'm really impressed. So congratulations again.
I'm falling in love with Frog Flare for that last fight because it works so quickly to kill him, and the less time you spend in that battle, the safer you are.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That was a very good finish. And Beanie just finishing up the shell, not that far behind you.
Oh, that's great.
Would you change is there something that you would have changed on your routing or when your decisions that you made during the seed?
I don't think so. Like, frankly, for this seed, my decisions were almost perfect.
Yeah.
Except like it was a little early maybe for that Magus Castle unlock because if I didn't have Water 2 on Frog, if I had anything else and I still had the same tech on the others, like that would have been so hard, that castle, because I had no magic basically except for Water 2. So I slapped the demon hit on him or the rune blade, whatever, increased my magic just to try and get a little extra damage out of Water 2, and And yeah, away I went. I was very nervous about Flea and Slash though, but it went
Yeah.
okay.
That flea
It went
fight
really
looked
well.
rough.
I mean, really well. Congratulations. I think it was an amazing race. Very well done.
Yeah, thanks
I've
again,
got-
guys, and thank you.
I've got one question for you, Procky. This isn't necessarily about this run in particular, but I wanted to hear your opinion. Do you think it's possible, like, so this was a very fast Ocean Palace Go mode. Do you think it's possible for there to be a new world record using this path? Or do you think that will always be through the Black Omen?
You know what? Yeah, that's a good question. I think you could probably push, a 130. 130 is the current world record held by It's Taco Hero. You could probably get a very similar time, but of course it's going to depend on your team and your tech. Like if I had like Fire 2 or Flare or something for Magus's Castle, I could have finished that several minutes quicker.
Okay.
And I would not have had to, I had to do a small amount of grinding at Heckran, so, probably could have shaved 17 minutes off this run, but it's purely circumstantial.
For sure. That's just something I was
I do-
wondering the whole run, so...
I do have a question about Magus Castle. You decided to get more fights in order to grind a little bit before, instead of rushing and just running away from everything. You do decide you did decide to get a few fights for levels, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to get a few more levels in. My tech was fine, I think, when I was grinding at Ocean Palace. Hey, it's Glenn. But I just wanted a little bit of a higher level. That's the only reason I grinded there. And I'm not even sure what level you should be fighting Magus on. I wasn't really struggling, so maybe I was a little over leveled for that.
We also
No, it
noticed
was an
they
awesome,
were
awesome
the
fight.
enemies were dropping blackmails, and we didn't know if that had weighed into your decision as well for that extra sweet money for that shopping spree at the end.
And it was sweet, and when I got to sell those, yeah.
Yeah, I think you sold 5 blackmails. It looked pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
and another thing, the seed gave a lot of speed tabs, which I liked.
Yeah, it
the
did.
levers at Aussie.
Yeah.
Tab and Lapis. So.
Absolutely.
Speed tabs and lapis. That was a great drop from the chain.
Well, thank you for joining us, Procky. We're going to finish up.
Thank you,
watching
Procky,
the end
very
of
much.
Beanie's run here. And Beanie and Choco are back-to-back. Beanie about to go for that menu glitch. But we will catch up with you next time, Procky, and thank you for joining us.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Have a great
Thank
night.
you. Bye bye. Have a great night.
Well, I've had a
we
lot of
s-
us feel that way. I just want to shout that out in chat real quick. He said, I got this game in 1995 when it came out. Man, it was something special then. It's still something special today.
So Beanie starting the fight against Lava Score before Chokosura. This is very interesting. Let's see. He's at level 29 with Frog, 31 with Luke, and 32 with Robo.
Yeah, Beanie Weenie was ahead of Choco by the Twin Golem fight. Like, the
Oh, I see. I see.
Choco was starting Twin Golems when Beanie finished Twin Golems. So this is very tight. But they're entering phase 3, very similar time.
And he's actually going to kill the center first. Getting all the damage in, so there is a strategy here that you can kill the center. The center has 8,000 HP. If you kill the center, so you are safe from all the most damaging attacks. The most powerful attacks come from the center, but you do have to do a lot of damage to get him down. So that was a flare, Newsy punch, and a water 2 attack. So that's something about 4,000. Maybe he needs to do it again this turn.
So I want to address one thing in the chat real quick. Fluffhead brings up he always hits the left one first because it heals. And when I first got into Jets, I tried doing that same thing. The thing is, you're entering this fight, even though his health values are nerfed a little bit. You're entering the fight so much lower level that all of his massive attacks from that center bit hurt so much. So you really, depending on your team composition, sometimes the best thing you can do is take out that center bit so that you're not getting wailed on so hard.
Exactly. So yeah, getting the center bit down makes the battle go much safer. So as long as the right one doesn't revive him, you can actually go and damage the core.
Yeah. You can go left bit strats, and sometimes it's valuable, like if you have an Ayla that can two-shot it in 2 cycles, or things like that. Ooh, Choco taking 2 men down there.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, so that's the problem. For if you want to go and kill the left bit before.
Booze Wizard getting triple kick. The only one, I believe, that got triple kick. He's going to have triple kick.
Things are not looking well for Shokosura right now.
Yeah, it's looking very rough. He's going for the elixir.
Very rough.
To get everyone else up, but I think it could be a wipe here. Oh.
I don't know if he has the speed necessary to revive everyone.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Oh. I don't... We have to see, but...
Oh, he is going to reset.
Oh, no. That's bad.
Beanie doing everything
I mean, this battle can... That hurts a lot. This battle can go bad, like, really fast.
Close race still. Booze Wizard will have the switches. Hopefully he'll get those skips. And then he will be going into that twin golem fight. As long as Beanie and Choco are safe and are able to get through without too much more trouble. It's very close.
It's very close. Wow, and Beanie has a chance to get the second place here if he nails this fight. Let's see what's the strategy that he's going to use. Having Frog and Robo in the party, Frog with heal, is awesome because he can heal for about 400 to 500 hit points, so 500 is a lot of health for a single heal.
Oh yeah.
It's an AoE heal, a very strong heal for Frog. We'll possibly be seeing the Grandstone attack from Beanie Weenie. There it is. Maybe Luca, if she's not shielded, she's going down. Robo and Frog should survive.
Yep,
yeah, I mean, if you don't shield... Yeah, I agree.
That was
oh no!
7 health Robo. He's just got to go for it.
Oh wow!
I think he's going to be able to save it until the next big attack comes.
He is. That's why we usually you can use shields in this fight to avoid getting a wipe. Oh, but that's the Memo Machine. The Memo Machine Time Warp is the one that will cast Invading Lights, and let's hope he kills the center as quick as possible to avoid the Invading Lights, because Invading Lights can be a very nasty attack that slows your party and you can't recover just because you're so can't
slow.
Recover, so.
He's getting so many more turns than you. He may pull this off though. He does. That second place victory sure is gonna taste nice.
As long as Flare works for him.
There goes that center bit.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Oh.
I mean, it's a sacrifice for Luca because she's not shielded. As we saw from Proki race, if you shield Luca, she is actually going to survive all those counters. So that's actually a very good strategy. I don't think he has shields. I don't see them. But as long as the center is not present, the battle is much safer. He can use
It is.
Mega Bomb with a single target attack from Luca.
And
He could use
Uzi
Leap
Punch.
Slide and Uzi Punch, just the right one.
Oh, here it comes. Hopefully he can get some nice big AoEs off, is what I like to do. Once they bring that middle bit back, and that way you're still
Yeah,
hitting
I
that
usually
right
go
bit.
with Shock. Instead of instead of using Punch, I like to go with Shock.
Shock,
To make
flare.
sure I'm damaging the center bit, yeah, in Water 2 possibly, or maybe waiting on Frog so that he has a chance to use heal, maybe not using his turn at all,
Could be.
just to make sure that
Yeah, because his damage isn't great anyway, and so if you can buy yourself some safety instead. Oh, and there's phase 2 down for Chaka. Let's see if he gets this menu glitch, and he does nail that as Booze Wizard heads into double golems.
I do think Bean is going to kill the core from this flare, possibly. No.
Oh,
Uh-oh, that's not good.
he can still pull this off. I don't think he's that far.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wolf, we've been having some stream issues on Booze's side. So we're doing the best we can, but there's
Yo,
I don't think there's much I
that's
can do.
GG
He
for
pulls it off.
Beanie.
He pulls
Wow.
it off.
Wow, congratulations, Beanie. That was
Yeah,
incredible.
that was great.
Amazing,
We'll get his time
amazing. GG
updated.
for Beanie. Wow.
And I'm summoning the bean. Summoning the bean into chat with us.
Luca was sacrificed for a greater cause.
Hello, Beanie. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
What did
Wow,
you think
congratulations.
of
Thank you. What a jet seed, man.
that? It was.
Fortunately, I didn't get to see much of the easy because the seed was so dang fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was actually harder than normal seeds.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, I made a gamble early to go to Hecarim because I was like, geez, I don't feel strong enough to take Masamune. And I've got Mega Bomb. I mean, I guess I can clear it with that. And so I went and cleared Hecarim, and that turned out to be a great move. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
comment about
Did
the
you see
feed.
my? Did you see my whole? I had to juggle Ayla and Frog in and out of the party for the last half of the game
Yeah.
because I kept praying she was going to get triple kicked, but she never got it. So I had
No.
to stick with Frog.
Only one player got triple kick, and I think he had her in the party the entire run, and did a
Gotcha.
couple extra checks. So,
Gotcha.
what was your decision for your characters based off, or for your team based off?
It was based off of necessity because I wasn't very happy with the party, to be honest. But I didn't want to go get Chrono because I didn't really have a good weapon for him. Turned out to be a good move because I never really found. I mean, I found some okay weapons for him, but I kind of worked with what I had. I wanted to use Ayla. She didn't get her best abilities, so I had to use Frog.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What'd you?
I mean,
Ha-
Loki
was
won
that-
the race with Frog in his party because Frog Flare was amazing.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
did see that you didn't go for Frog Flare. Why would you? Why was that?
Well, I checked it later. I did a Frog Flare later, and it does almost the exact same damage. It's just Flare and Water 2 separately. So because Frog wasn't very damaged, you know, he was at max HP. He was acting as a healer most of the last fight. So
Yeah,
when
so
I
Frog-
tried a Frog Flare, it seemed like it did pretty similar damage. So I said, well, maybe I ought to just do it separately, and then I can keep Frog open for healing. So that was why I made that decision.
Yes, so the way Frog Flare works, it's actually Frog Squash plus Flare. So Frog
Right.
Squash is a skill for Frog that it will deal more damage as lower Frog's HP is. So we just saw Proki doing about 5k damage to this to Lavas because his frog was at 7 health at one point during the battle. So it's kind of risky using Frog Flare, considering that strategy of getting Frog at low health. But yeah, if you use Frog Flare with Frog at full health, it will be about the same damage. So yeah, that's correct.
There goes Shell down
Right.
for booze.
Awesome. So yeah, like I said, because Frog, I was trying to play it safe because I felt kind of weak. So I never let the party get low. Because so the party never felt like Frog was never low enough to really consider using Frog Flare. And if he was, I would have been healing. So, but yeah, all in all, good seed. Too bad I couldn't get first, but I'll have to watch how Procky did his and compare.
So the one thing
I mean, it
Procky
was an
did,
amazing run.
he did as soon as he finished up Cathedral and all of that and Xenon, he immediately did Desert and found that other half and had go mode. So it was incredibly fast. And I did see you did exactly what I probably would have done, which is you noped out of Xenon, which I was thinking about it as I was watching, and I was like, oh, you don't know that you're going to need it. But if
And that's
you
why
do
you
need
saw
it,
that I
you
waited,
go back.
and then I
Yeah.
reset after a minute. Because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I don't know. Like, I got Robo, the desert's right there. But then when I got the desert, I realized, crap, I'm really weak, and I don't have water magic. So
Well, you
I
did.
wound up just dipping chest, leaving, and I came back later to clear it.
That was one thing I thought was interesting, is you did have Frog about to learn Water 2. And I wonder what would have changed, but you know, you can't dwell on it
you
too
entered the
much.
desert, you got a fight, and then you went back.
Yeah, well, the fight was a struggle, it looked like, because those guys hit
honestly,
so hard.
Well, I had a missed input that didn't help, and I honestly didn't notice that Frog had Water 2 coming. I was kind of panicking because
I see.
so I just didn't see it.
Oh, these things happen. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get to race you tonight, but I will definitely be taking you down a peg later this week. So
okay, you
have
can
that to
try.
look forward
I mean,
Me
did
and
you see that I
Beanie-
ran out of revives on Final Lavos? And
I did.
So I ran out of revives. Luca was dead, and I had Frog do a leap slash, doing about 500 damage,
Yeah.
which ended the fight. It was so hype.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
Just driving
was,
the
I mean,
Masamune through 'em.
when you check the VOD, you're going to see Proki with 0 revives.
Yeah, he ran out of
Don't
revives
forget-
in the final fight.
I certainly did.
Yeah, that was a really good race and a really good run. And so
It
congratulations
was.
on second place.
Congratulations, Beanie, again. GG's, it was an awesome race.
I don't think second
Thank
place to Procky is anything to be upset about.
I'll be first place soon enough. I just got
And
to
this
keep practicing.
Is this a new PB for this flag set?
By far, yes. So my previous PB was 215 some odd, so I'm nearly at sub 2. That's good.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Awesome. Well, guys,
Congratulations.
I'm going to dip out and let you guys finish your coverage. Thank you, Randomania, for hosting. Thank you, all the staff. Thank you guys for commentating. Thank the trackers. Thank everybody. Everybody
Thank
have a
the
great
racers.
night. Peace.
See
Oh, and the
ya.
racers. Yeah, thank us too, I guess.
Have
Alright,
a good
thanks,
night,
guys.
man.
Bye-bye. Good night.
So Chaco, I
No,
think will be finishing up here. But if something
Chaco,
goes horribly wrong,
He did got a stop on Chrono and Lucas, so that was a very hard moment to go by. And Booz starting his fight against Lava's core.
yeah.
We do. I do think that was a misclick because if you attack the left pod with a magical attack, it will actually heal
Mm-hmm.
because he only takes physical damage. So that was unfortunate because maybe he's like not very far away from killing Lava Score now.
Yeah, no, I think Choco's run is almost over here, but man,
Yeah, it's almost over.
things could go wrong still. This is not over. This fight is almost never a safe fight.
And it's done.
There it goes. Now it's a safe fight.
Congratulations, Shokosura, for finishing the the run. And with a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 11 seconds. So let's invite Choco for a quick check.
And I'm going to switch off of his audio so that we can get him in here if he has a minute. And for some good music. Here we go. Let's see if he might be available. Stop by for a minute. All right. And as we're waiting for Choco here, we do have Booze continuing this fight. The only one with triple kick, which is going to make this a left core option. So we get to see a little bit different strategy as center core goes down there. Now the one thing I have found with left core strat is if you kill that left core, it does start that timer for the pods revive too. And so right when you get rid of that center core, sometimes you don't have a whole lot of time before they're both back.
Yeah, and they both getting back is actually, I mean, bad.
Yeah,
because you
it
have to kill
hurts.
both of them again. So
Exactly. But it can be a viable strategy for sure. So if you guys have any questions for our runners or for our great community members in chat, feel free to put them in the chat. You can also do exclamation mark JOT for links for the randomizer itself as well as the Discord. And we've got a very active community. And we see him going down for Booze as well. So that is the end here.
Very good. I mean, this race was really close for everyone because we had a very fast go mode.
Yeah, that was a really interesting race. I would have really liked to have played that. That would have been quite the four-way there.
Let me try and... I'm bringing Choco to the Chokosura 2.
Or we can move up to him if we need to as well. Okay. Oh. The fun of live broadcasts.
Just a moment, just a moment.
We're gonna get these guys in for a short interview here real quick. If I'm gonna send Booze Wizard a message.
Mm, I do think we need to go to
Okay.
the other channel.
All right, you hop up and just let them know. That way we don't have to worry about language or anything.
No, but I mean, should you go to the general also?
Yep, I will right after you. You just let them know I'm coming. Hello. How was that run for you, Chaco?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can
Yeah.
hear you great.
GG's. Yeah,
Nice.
comment on the feed.
Well, I will say this. This flag set is very deceptive because I did a couple of practice runs and I had trouble on each one of them. So I don't know if it was just me or just the way the seed played out, but that was a pretty nasty seed, in my opinion.
It was a very close. You and Beanie Weenie were neck and neck the entire race. I think the farthest you guys ever were was he finished Twin Golems as you went in. Other than that, you guys were on the same screen, same dungeons, very similar routes. So that was very interesting.
Yeah, and you actually started the fight against Lava's Core before him doing his fight against Lava's Phase 2, so...
I can tell you what happened.
Yeah, and about your party decision, tell us why you decided for that party at the end.
Basically, I already committed to Robo because I put all my tabs in him because I didn't think Frog would learn heal in time, so I just kind of wrote him off at that point. Chrono, I knew I was going to get a rainbow for him, so that's why I kept him, and Luca's Luca. So,
did you get a rainbow for him?
Yeah, I charmed one off the twin.
Yeah, he's charmed from the.
Oh
the twin
wow!
golems.
I didn't catch that. That's
That was
awesome.
amazing.
From what I've learned, it's a bug with that. You can charm rainbows and silver studs from him every time.
Really? Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
That's what I learned recently. I didn't know it either.
Well, you also
Something
had
with
to deal with having a different opponent than you thought you were going to have earlier today.
Yeah.
Is
true.
there something that you would have done differently? Do you think?
I'm not sure because I'm trying to think because that was a pretty long seed. I'm thinking back to my fight with Magus. I don't know if I should have stuck with Robo and Ayla for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or because I knew my damage was going to be low because I didn't have many options as far as elemental attacks were concerned. I didn't have lightning at all, and Shadow only had, I think, laser spin, which laser spin's weak anyway. But I think I probably should have went with either Robo
Yeah,
or Ayla.
if you check the VOD, this was one of my questions because you had a team for your whole Magus Castle, and then right before the Magus fight, you decided to make a very big change. I think. I mean, like swapping 2 characters out and 2 in. So I was quite intrigued. What was the reasoning behind that change? But it paid out for you. I mean, you managed to do it first try. So.
I mean, yeah, the fight was longer than I expected. What I was thinking was, if I would have done something like Beast Toss or Uzi, I would get countered each time. I really haven't fought Magus with a bunch of physical based teams anyway, but that was my thought process. I was going to get countered, so that's why I swapped out for Fog and Luca.
I see.
Well, thank you
And
for
Yeah,
since I
that
had-
lava.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, since I had Masamune on Fog, I figured I would, hit her once with it
Yeah.
so I can get as much damage as I could.
Yeah. You had a
And,
pretty clean fight there overall.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I wish my Lava's fight was a lot cleaner. I could tell you exactly what happened there and how it wiped. I was counting damage on the center part, and I fell short of damage, and he hit that Grand Stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all it takes.
remember,
Yeah.
One grandstone at the wrong time, and sometimes
Yep.
there's just nothing you can do about it at that point.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I was trying though. I knew it was coming, but I said to myself, I need to kill this center part before this Grand Stone comes out. But it wasn't enough, unfortunately. I didn't put any power tabs in Robo. I put them all in the Chrono, and I didn't really have any power boosting accessories. I don't think I did.
Sure.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Yeah, lava's fight can. It can be pretty rough sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lavos fight makes or breaks a run in a lot of cases. You can have the best run in the
Yeah.
world going, and that Lavos fight
Definitely.
can decide. Not today. But I
If
appreciate
you see, yeah,
If I didn't
you
wipe,
see-
I think I would have had second place. If I didn't wipe.
yeah,
it
for
was
sure,
very
for sure,
close. Yeah, very close.
for sure.
As
Oh.
soon as
I think. Yeah, go on. Go on.
soon as right before I wiped, when I was down to just Robo, I was thinking if I could hit him with one more Uzi punch, I could kill it and then try to bring the fight back. But then it got healed, so yeah,
Yeah,
I knew it was
exactly.
over.
Yeah.
Then.
Well, thanks for joining us for a little interview. Hopefully you get to watch the VOD and see how everyone else did things. That was a very wild seed. So we appreciate you coming on to answer a couple of our questions.
No problem. I will
Thanks
definitely
again.
watch
Have
that
a good
pod.
one.
Oh, you too. Take
Yeah.
care.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right, Booze.
Yeah.
Booze, you there? Hello.
You
Yeah, I'm
did
here.
some things different on this one.
I guess so.
So I brought it up a couple times during the race. One of the biggest things that happens in these races is you don't know the same things as your opponents, and you don't know where anyone else is. I think there was a point where you had done almost all the checks you could in 600 and 1,000, and you got access to the future, but you had one check left, and that check was the other half of the sword. So we had to watch in a little bit of agony as you went to the future to see if it would pay off for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see the one piece of the sword at bridge. I'm not gonna do that. You know.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting away from that, and I didn't have magic at the time to go even try to go and do desert, so I just went off to future to get things done.
Fair
I
enough.
honestly feel like I did that really well, and then a little surprised I came in last.
I don't think it was necessarily something that you did wrong. I think you made really good decisions with the information you had, and other people had just made slightly different decisions and got more info before you.
I mean, I'm
'cause
gonna
I
have
think-
to watch it back, but I know.
I mean,
Bravos.
I think the main difference was that Proki was the one that got go mode. Faster. I think it was about 28 minutes in. So
Yeah.
he started rushing Mega's Castle and Ocean Palace from there, and I think it was simply like getting the go mode for Mega's Castle, and he just went straight to enter Mega's Castle as soon as he got it. Aside from that, I think, you got a very good items. You found the Prism specs. I do remember that. Your party was really strong by the end. Really good lava fight. So
And
congratulations.
you caught up a lot. Like, it was
Yeah.
crazy how much you caught up on the second half of that run. So,
Anapo 3 just rips things in half.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you were the only one with Marley. Or Marl.
Okay,
So-
I will reveal right now where was the gate key. The gate key was behind Genodome.
Oh,
This
no.
Oh no.
You never want to see that.
I mean,
Gate key behind the Genodome.
if you
We had the
got
clone behind the clone.
or the spells, you can clear Geno pretty quick, and it's worth a decent amount of XP and tech points.
And
It
gear.
can be really, really worth doing sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's got all high tier chests in it and all that.
Yeah. It's really good.
Did it not take my done? I just noticed I don't have a time up on my name on the screen.
It took your done, but I can't find where it shows your time. I can put it in. What's your time?
No problem. Let me go look. Oh, it's gone. Restream
Okay.
closed.
Yeah,
That's
okay. Yeah. So we'll have to grab that from the VOD. But thank you for taking the time. You had a wildly different team from everyone else because obviously you had access to different things. And I thought that was really good. I thought you all did pretty well on that. So congratulations on your finish, and hopefully we'll see you some more in the future.
Alrighty.
Yeah, thanks again, Booth. Congratulations. Have a good one.
All right, well, that is our show tonight, guys. So appreciate everyone coming out. We're going to one last time drop a couple commands in here to remind you of our racers tonight. I think they all do stream, and I think this is a great way to start getting into this is to watch races or just runs in general. And so thank you guys for checking it out. I'm also going to drop our crew here. Moon, his streams
thanks
are
everyone.
incredible to watch, so you'll learn so much every time. So thank you guys for checking it out. And
thanks everyone. Have a good night. See you next time for more Jets of Time.
Absolutely. See you guys next time.